Michael Kumer then. So the race gets away. It's quite a good start from Kumer, who's drawled alongside, and they put in ahead of Stuart Sellers. So it's Alex von Erheim that will lead into Cops Corner for the first time. Then Kumer takes second. It should be Sellers there in third position then, as they now head down towards Beckett for the first time. Then into slipstream already. That's what this race will be all about. Always local racing, all about the slipstreaming, and even more so around the Silverstone National Circuit. So we break now for Beckett's corner for the first time. Then we turn through the right-hander, and it's Alex von Erheim that leads the way. Then so we put the power on, go down the Wellington Straight for the first time of asking. And right in the slipstream now is Michael Kumer, that number 58 car. He's right behind Alex von Erheim. He draws up alongside, and they're side by side. They go underneath the vehicle bridge on the inside line for Brooklands. Is the car of Michael Kumer, and he will go to the lead. Yes, he does, into the lead for Brooklands there. It is Michael Kumer. And Anthony May, in fact, also involved in the battle. Side by side for the lead. Sellers on the inside of Erheim, but David Butcher goes to the inside of both of them to take the race lead. Then has he got it? Well, they're side by side between him and von Erheim at lap 3. That means von Erheim has to move to the far left of the circuit. They're still side by side for the lead. Sellers is going to be overtaken here by Kumer. And so it's von Erheim side by side with Boucher as they head into Beckett's, and it's von Erheim who's got the lead. Onto the brakes. This could well be the last lap, side by side for the lead. We may well get one more after this. So into the lead is Boucher. Second is von Erheim. Third is Michael Kumer. And right goes von Erheim. To the left goes Kumer. 3 wide underneath the vehicle bridge. To the lead, possibly for Kumer, and now back on board with Stephen Wells. We head down into Beckett. Round the outside comes Lewis Dallas. He slides wide, side by side as we head onto the Wellington Straight, and I think this is the last lap of the race. So through Woodcote, are we getting the checkered flag this time? Yes, we are, and it's absolutely level across the line between the two leaders. Kumer and von Erheim, who's won? We're not sure yet. Hoping we get official classification in a moment. Dallas still ahead of Wells in this battle for 13th position. Vicky Pickles trying to go around the outside of Dave Berry there. Can't get that one done. So we head out of Luffield. All trying to pick up a slipstream as we go through Woodcote. We saw von Erheim get alongside Kumer, but who's going to have this one? Pickles goes to the outside, Dallas goes to the inside, 3 wide for 11th. This is the groups B and C. We've got so many locals out there today. We need the groups. There's a poor start from Alex von Erheim. He doesn't move very far off the grid at all. So the car's heading to Paddock Kilbane for the first time. It's Jenkins that leads. There's Nick Selby coming through the middle to go third. As the car's heading to Paddock, like I say, for this first time. And the race has been shortened slightly because of the problems earlier in the day. We can ride on board then with Michael Kumer. He's right behind Alex von Erheim, I think that is. As we now head down Graham Hill Bend. No, go down to Graham Hill, towards Graham Hill Bend. Come round the outside here with Kumer. Can't get that one done. And a big splash through the puddle there of the apex of Graham Hill Bend from von Erheim. Splashing right into the cockpit of the Michael Kumer car. So Richard Jenkins still leads the way then as they complete another lap from Lee McNamara. We haven't really spoke about him. He was down on that third, fourth row of the grid. That was a good start from him to get up that high. And very quickly then hit this battle for third. Then Joe Hesku still right behind Michael Kumer for 5th position, Alex von Erheim. And then in 6th is Nick Selby. So the 4 cars head up into the Detroit hairpin, and looking up on the inside there as they head into the corner with Drago Hesku. As you can see, Jenkins really getting away. Now, is this battle of third going to be able to bring themselves? Drago Hesku gets 2 sideways on the exit of the corner. That's Kumer into third then. And Drago Hesku's not going to be able to attack into the corner. So Mike Kumer up into that 3rd position then. Now, can Alex von Erheim do anything about Alex Hesku? Well, I say Kumer up to third. He was up to third anyway, so it was keeping Drago Hesku off him. But now Drago Hesku under pressure from the car of Alex von Erheim. Up on the inside, he goes into the very wet Surtees bend. And von Erheim has got 4th position then. The gap has been coming down ever so slightly in the last few laps, but of course not enough. The checkered flag flies for Richard Jenkins. Arm out the window. He is very happy with that. He wins then by 2.98 seconds in the end to Mike Kumer. And they're off And it's a good start there from Lee Bankhurst from the outside the front right. Poor start from Palmer, Richard Jenkins. Mike Kumer here making his way up alongside as they head down to Paddock Hill Bend for the first time, and as well as that Lee McNamara coming around the outside there, 3 wide for second position as they head into Paddock. Mike Kumer backs out of it, and somebody there, was that Mike? That was... not quite working out. Oh, somebody dived up on the inside. Right on board then with Kumer once again. Around the outside again. Here comes McNamara, Jenkins there. It was Richard Bradley. Look at Richard Bradley's a second. Jenkins went all sideways, and that caused White Kumer there to run into the back of him, taking off one of Jenkins' mud guards. More sort of thing you see in cater racing, mud guards flying everywhere. So, out of Great Hill Bend, these treacherous conditions, the spray quite a big part of the race, and now Jenkins may well lose 4th position because up on the inside here comes Kumer, but Jenkins finds a grip on the outside to stay there in that position. Look at Lee Bankhurst, he's just getting away sideways through McLaren there with Kumer. He managed to hold it all together though into Paddock, and it's his battle for 3rd, the one to watch. Richard Jenkins leads it from Mike Kumer, then Stuart Sellers. It looked like it was him in 5th position. Now they dive down Paddock Hill and climb up Haywood Hill towards the Druids hairpin. We could go on board with Kumer then. Chasing after Richard Jenkins, both of them chasing after Stephen Kimber, who's in 2nd. Bankhurst just got away into clearways for the final time then. It's like Richard Jenkins is going to take his 2nd win of 2, so both rounds won by Richard Jenkins. That will be an absolute superb job there then from Jenkins. 2nd going to Stuart Sellers, 3rd to Lee Bankhurst. Groups A and B then, so that means the fastest 2 people from qualified on the front row, that's Lee Bankhurst and Alex von Erheim. 2nd row we see Stuart Sellers and Mark Dragahescu, and they're away then. Some starts better than others, 4 wide there. Steve Weld was involved in that, and they're all using half of the track, so I don't know if they all made it through. Anyway, into Paddock commence, and von Erheim's leading, and Alex von Erheim has got the better of Lee Bankhurst off the line. Dragahescu trying to come round the outside as Sellers there. I think Seconds may well have dropped every few places, so the rest of the field make their way up. We can ride on Matt Sherrington. Start from the back of the grid. He did set a time. He called when he got round the outside of everybody. Coming into Druids then, trying to gain lots of positions. We sit on top of the roll cage then, and he's just a few places I think behind his team. Well, like possibly Zach Campbell Cassidy. I think right into Great Hill Bend. It's side by side with Dragahescu trying to go past Bankhurst. So there's Sellers. He's got a bit of a lead to Wells. Then the battle for 3rd. Sherrington and von Erheim, who I'm pretty sure both have won. Sideways out of car curve for von Erheim, trying to find some grip. He's not finding it at the moment though. Good slipstream down the straight though. He goes up on the inside of Matt Sherrington. Can he take 3rd there? Can he find the grip? Well, he gets it sideways on the exit, and is he in front of Sherrington as they head up into Druids? Onto the brakes they go, and he's not taking the apex here, so does that mean Sherrington's on the inside? Yes, but then he runs out wide, and von Erheim gets the cutback. They're side by side, they're almost interlocking wheels down the straight. Not quite that close, but now they turn through the left-hander and back through. Has Sherrington? No, lots of grip on the outside. Over on the rumble strip goes Alex von Erheim into Druids, and this could just be the last lap. We might. I think it is. Wells all sideways, serving sideways to the outside of the corner. It goes round again, but Wells finally saves it. But Nick Selby is up into 3rd position. He outbrakes himself, does he? Runs very wide. He's all over the grass now. So Wells is going to fight back. He's back into 3rd position. Even the car is sideways down the straight, but he just about stays in 3rd position. Now Sherrington on the inside of Selby as they head into Druids. And into 30s even, I should say, as Sherrington got through. He's right behind Wells, but Selby trying to fight back though, but he can't. So Sherrington has 4th position to head into clearways for the final time. Sherrington slides out wide, and Selby coming up on the inside here. Leaders knows how to take the flag. Is Stuart Sellers going to take the win? Yes, he does. Just. Nick Selby wins. He beats Stuart Sellers. Stuart Sellers beats Alex von Erheim. There's the battle for 4th. First low-cost race gets underway then. The crowded grid make their way down into Coppice for the first time. Then on board we can go with Stephen Wells. And up into Charlie's we go, following David Boucher. Through Chris Curve we're going down towards Gooseneck, and up on the inside goes Steve Wells, and they can't contact Steve Wells, guys. Goes up in the air as we go through the Gooseneck and over the grass. And the field to go through. Steve Wells, I think, heading down on the grass down towards Mansfield. And certainly nowhere near racing speed. Meanwhile, we wait for the leaders to appear at the mountain, and here they are then. It's Alistair Garrett that leads as we head through the mountain chicane. And over the top of the hill we go then. 3 cars getting away. Richard Bradley, who was telling me earlier he was hoping to go for victory. He's going to have to start to work his way further up the field. Or not so much further up the field, but closer to the cars in front. Great scrap for about 6th position, being led by Sean Stafford Atkinson. I think it's actually 7th position. It's off. No, of course, lost him what could have been a 4th position. Right, Alistair Garrett, he's going to win. The number 33 machine. Over the top he goes. The car just tries to take off. So he will win. 2nd Sellers, Richard Bradley backing off on this final lap. He will get the podium though. Then we wait for the battle for 4th. So we can ride on board with Mike Kumer for the start then. He's alongside Alistair Garrett. So head down to Coppet. The 2 cars come close towards each other. It looks like Garrett's made a slightly better start here at Cadwell Park. So heading to Coppet, it'll be him that leads. Then Mike Kumer will tuck underneath him as they exit Coppet. Go down to Charlie's then for the first time. 33 that leads on the 5th J. Kumer carries a lot more speed for that first part of Charlie's then. Then they turn into the 2nd car. Richard Jenkins sits there in 3rd. Lee Bankhurst has got 4th, and I think that's Richard Bradley that sits in 5th position. Head up Park Straight. Kumer's had a good slipstream from Garrett. He goes round the outside, heading to Park Corner. Richard Jenkins is going to follow him through, and then perhaps try and attack Kumer himself into Park Corner. Let's see when they exit the corner. It's Kumer that leads. Jenkins edging ever so slightly in front of Garrett, but they're side by side as they enter Chris Curve. Jenkins trying to eke in front round the outside line. So and about 9/10 quicker that was Kumer. So he turns into Charlie's with this massive lead. Bradley, Garrett, Jenkins, Bankhurst starting to lose time to these 3 now as Jenkins slipstreaming his way back up into the battle for 2nd. Now Garrett couldn't find a way past Bradley last time. Can he this time? He darts out the slipstream on the inside line for Park Corner, and this should give him 2nd. Indeed it does. A 2nd now for Garrett, 3rd for Bradley, a 4th for Jenkins. Down into the hairpin then. Garrett stays in 2nd. It looks like he should have this one. But Jenkins can soon attach himself onto the rear of the car in front and get a good slipstream. I don't think he will. Mike Kumer meanwhile takes the checkered flag. He wins the race then, and he looks pretty pleased with that. His 2nd win of the year in the Locost Championship. Mike Kumer and Stuart Sellers there you can see sitting on the front row as the cars they just get the 5-second board. 2nd row is Bankhurst and Kimber. 3rd row Jenkins and Boucher. 4th row Lucas and Wells. 5th row Selby McAllister then. So we got underway. Good start from who? It's pretty even. It's a great start from Lee Bankhurst. He's looking for a way through the middle of the front. He can't do that. Good start from Steve Wells as well. He's about 6th as they head into Coppage for the first time. So everybody makes their way through that left-hander. Then we can ride on board with Steve Wells through the corner, side by side with Richard Jenkins. He's got the inside line though for Charlie's. He tries to find a way up on the inside. Can't do that though, so he has to run 6th, I think it is. And he does that at the last second, so now Selby goes back in 6th and goes around the outside. McAllister comes around Wells to gain position. And now side by side still, can Selby do this? No, he runs out wide. He spins the car right in front of McAllister, takes to the grass. Wells has to take to the grass as well, and the car gets away from Stephen Wells. The car spins away to the inside of the circuit at Chris Curve. So that was all started off by Nick Selby to be honest, side by side from the lead. Kumer on the inside, Sellers on the outside. Kumer gets the lead back. So I did notice out of Mansfield that Sellers was in the front, but now Kumer makes his way up on the inside, going down towards Gooseneck. This is a great move from Mike Kumer. He goes through then into the race lead, goes Kumer. Now Stuart Sellers has really got to start thinking about where he's going to take the lead back. We head down towards Mansfield for the final time. Kumer defends the line because he knows that would be an overtaking opportunity. Then Sellers tries to come back at him out of the corner. We saw Kumer make a move down to the mountain a couple of laps ago. Can Sellers do it this time? It appears that he can't. So through mountain they go then. Sellers really trying to find a way past. They head over the top of the hill, down towards Hall Bends then. Final lap of the weekend for Locost, and Sellers looks up on the inside. Can't do that then. If they turn through Hall Bends, on board then with Mike Kumer. Head down towards the hairpin for that right-hander there, the tight corner. They put the power back on, going down towards Bar Corner. It's going all the way down to the slipstream. But if Stuart Sellers is going to take the win here, he's right in the wheel track to Mike Kumer. So this could be a very close finish. Look, Sellers looking either side. They see the checker flag. They're side by side always, but Mike Kumer does take the win. Board with Lewis Dallas then for the start of the first of 3 low-cost races. Away we go then. Number 81 car of Lewis Dallas. Right, then we right down towards Red Gate for the first time. 13 minutes plus 1 lap race, as it always is with the 750 Motor Club Championship. Just down starting on row 8. Just trying to get past Jason Garnett here onto Hollywood, and then down the crane of curves we will go. Alex van Erheim, this is a replay of what happened to him at the Old Hairpin. Gains a position to next up in the car, gets all sideways. Then he exits the corner, steering wheel comes out off, and Alex van Erheim just about puts the steering wheel back into position. And he continued the race in a second position. Mike Kumer, the race leader, you see he's managed to get away. Let's have a look again from Alex van Erheim. And there you go, you see his steering wheel came completely out of position. Let's take another look at that. Losing it almost before we start to go round the corner. So that's the pretty safe 8th position for Wells. Meanwhile, the battle for 15th heads down to chicane for the final time. Trevor Ford should just about hold on to this. Both cars have to avoid Mark Robert, who's tapped right in the apex of the second part of the chicane. So he's retired from the race. We'll have 22 finishers. And 16th of those will be Lewis Dallas. So we're about to go away for the second race of the weekend. We're on the board with the rear view camera from the pole man, Mike Kumer. He makes a much better start than Alistair Garrett, who hardly gets away at all. Who's going to get second? Good stop from Lee Bankhurst, who tries to squeeze through the middle of Alex van Erheim and Stuart Sellers. But it is van Erheim who comes through. Look at Richard Bradley round the outside. Can he go third? He can, ahead of Lee Bankhurst. So it's Kumer with a bit of a lead onto Hollywood and the crane occurs. Alex van Erheim in a second position. Hopefully his steering wheel will stay attached today. And now he's right onto the tail of Kumer as they go onto the brakes into the Old Hairpin then, and he will lead the way as they go now down towards McLean. We go on board with Richard Bradley, who's right behind Alex van Erheim, and a good run off the corner there for Bradley. Now if we go up towards McLean, he can't find a way through, but Alex van Erheim going for the lead. It's up on the inside of Mike Kumer. Can he get the race lead here? Yes, he can. So we got a new race leader. So it's 4 for the lead into chicane as we head in towards the halfway distance of this race. And up on the inside goes Sellers. He's now third as they head through the chicane. Now down the front straight, they come to complete another lap. We look back from Mike Kumer, who has Alex van Erheim closing in on him, and he goes to the inside to take the race lead. And Stuart Sellers has a late look, but he's a bit too far back to go through. So Alex van Erheim is the leader once again. Bradley attacking van Erheim up towards Coppice they go. There's Kumer, he's still in 4th. Bradley goes through into Coppice, he takes the lead. He's got ahead of van Erheim. There's somebody in the gravel trap. We've lost Lee Bankhurst, Timothy Benson Smith and Alistair Garrett from this race. Everyone else still going. Richard Bradley waving them through. Does he know it's the last lap of the race? They're all coming through. Mike Kumer 4th to 1st into the chicane. A great move there from him. Second van Erheim. Kumer almost into the gravel trap in the middle of the corner. That's going to give van Erheim a good run out the corner. The two cars now side by side. We saw this at Silverstone, the first race of the year. This time though it goes to Alex van Erheim. He takes the race victory. Let's see what happened then. See Kumer running now, that just dipped too wide over the Scottish dog curves. Van Erheim was a bit sideways as well, but he had the better run out the corner and just squeezed his way through, and he's just Sellers there as well. 1/10 per second separate, well that didn't even separate the top 3. Here we go then for the final race of the weekend for the low cost. On board with Richard Bradley for the start. He starts from 5th on the grid. And away we go then. It's not the greatest start from 2nd on the grid. Sean Stafford Atkinson drops behind the second row. A really good start was from Lee McNamara. He goes second as a head to the red gate. Stuart Sellers squeezes up on the inside of Sean Stafford Atkinson. Richard Bradley follows him through. So Bradley will go up to 5th. It's Alistair Garrett though that leads the way as they head down the crane occurs from Lee McNamara. 3rd is Sellers, and 4th even is Richard Bradley. So, just in front of Wells is David Axon, I think just in front, exactly in front, because I think they made contact afterwards. Now David Axon goes up the 5th on the inside of Max Lead, but Max Lead's right on the outside. Now Stephen Wells goes round the outside, aside that with Atkinson. She drops down to 7th as we head onto the back straight and come back towards us once again. So Wells in the street, bum drafting Max Lead's down the straight and trying to close in the top 4, who's starting to get away. Wells looks up on the inside of Max Lead. He goes through past Max Lead up to 4th then, but it's still Sellers, I think, that leads. I should say Wells goes up to 5th even. So they cross the line. I think could well be Selby trying to come round the outside of Bradley. Bradley was leading then. Selby comes round the outside. Sellers goes up on the inside. Stuart Sellers and Selby now are side by side out of Redgate. Selby runs out of road. Then Richard Bradley has a very good slipstream off Nick Selby. He moves up on the inside. He's got 2 wheels on the grass there. And Richard Bradley has to back out of that. Nick Selby goes round the outside of the leader. Stuart Sellers to take the race lead. So Stuart Sellers leads, but he looks up and goes into the gravel trap at the chicane there. Steve Rolls should probably find a way through him as well, yes. There's the race win then from Stuart Sellers. 2nd Richard Bradley. 3rd Lee McNamara. 4th to Stephen Wells, who looks very pleased with his 2nd best result of the year. And the first race of the locals about to get underway. Unfortunately, Banker had one stop already. That was stopped after less than 2 laps. There's a full restart for a slightly smaller distance, but the same grid, and it's now we beat Bankhurst off the line. The car's heading to Redgate then for the 2nd time of Austin. It's Mike Kumer that leads. In the 2nd position is Ali Garrett. 3rd Cherrington. 4th is going to be Nick Selby. Sergeant David Atkinson from pole positions down to 5th, and she's got Adam Lucas trying to come round the outside of her, heading into the Craner Cove. Somebody's on the grass heading down the hill. Lee Bankhurst now comes up alongside on the race leader Ali Garrett. Following them both is Mike Kumer as they turn through McLean's now. Then Garrett stays in front then. Bankhurst trying to get the run out the corner, but the best run comes from Mike Kumer. He comes up alongside Lee Bankhurst. They head up towards Coppice. As now they get into the brakes. Kumer should go through here. Hit car runs into Lee Bankhurst, and both cars run into the gravel trap. Lee Bankhurst now, the car rotating and already stopped. Is Kumer going to be able to get it out? It doesn't seem that way. The car stops in the gravel. It seems like damage causing the collision there for Mike Kumer. So now, last lap, Matt Sherrington still leads, but going after him now is Ali Garrett. So it's the Promacom car chasing after the TMC Motorsport car of Matt Sherrington. Matt Sherrington runs that team. Matthew Gilmore running the Promacom car of Ali Garrett, who now comes up alongside. Trying to go up the McLean's now, but Cherrington stays in front. So for the 2nd local race of the week, we can start on board with Steve Wells. Away we go then once again. We've had a red flag. It's a shortened race, and it's about to start from Adam Lucas on here. So heading down to Redgate, Steve Wells will have the inside line, but he may well lose a place from his grid position. But it's Ali Garrett that leads. In 2nd is Mike Kumer, the championship leader. In 3rd, Lee McNamara. 4th is Richard Bradley. In 5th is Bankhurst. 6th is Sean Stafford Atkinson. 7th Adam Lucas. 8th is Steve Wells through the Craners and down towards the old hairpin. It's Garrett that still has the lead, and Cherrington there diving up on the inside of Lucas. Lucas has in the run, stays in front of Matt Cherrington. Then as we head up the hill up towards McLean's we go then. For the lead it's still Kumer. 2nd is Garrett. Up to 3rd come Richard Bradley in his final race in the 2012 local season, because Snowden will be at next, and it is will be his son Sam that will be taken to the wheel. He was out last at Anglesey. So through the old hairpin they go then. Still Kumer that leads from Garrett, Bradley, McNamara and Bankhurst. Now Garrett draws alongside his teammate and he's drawn in front, so Alistair Garrett goes back to the front. He goes back in front of Mike Kumer as they now turn out of McLean's. The 5 of them still together. Gap is coming down. The battle's still on for 4th. They're going to be 3 wide heading into the Craner curves, but no, Cherrington gets them both McNamara and Bankhurst. So 4th is Cherrington, 5th is now McNamara, and down to 6th has gone Bankhurst. He was a bit deep into Redgate and lost out there. So the trio of cars head into the old hairpin then for the final time of this short 7-lap race. up towards McLean's they will go then on, like I say, this final lap of the race. Only the grid had to split in half because of the amount of entries, so we've only got half the cars on circuit. It's Mike Kumer from pole position, who Nick Selby was alongside him. He has made a great start. They all charge into Ritchie's for the first time then. I think that was Vicky Pickles who was right up there into Ritchie's, but she was on the outside line. Drop back, so Kumer leads as they head down into Montreal. It's Ali Garrett, his teammate from Promocomp, that sits there in second. They turn through the Montreal hairpin before turning left onto through the 200 loop, missing out the 100, so not on the 300 this weekend as they turn through Chapman there. Ali Garrett's managed to use the slipstream wisely there to go into the lead. Number 33 then goes in front before we make our way down to Brundle. He slots back onto the racing line, and third on board camera Mike Kumer. See the three of them all together. Bankhurst in fourth. He's a little bit further back. He's a little battling with Nick Selby. Sean Brame, he has a big moment through Coram there. He's dropped back from the top five now, and we'll go back on board with Kumer because he's mounting a challenge, possibly on his teammates. Alistair Garrett, is he pushing him possibly there? But he bump drafting going to the Promocomp cars, and that's going to Garrett round the outside of Charrington, but Charrington not giving up on this. He breaks late and continues to run on that inside line. So they can be side by side head down to Montreal. I think Charrington should have got this. Kumer stays on the racing line and letting the two of them in front battle it out, but it is Charrington on the inside line that takes it. But then is he going to slip wide for Chapman Kerr? Won't give him the best run onto the Bentley straight here. So they power now down the Bentley straight using all of the, roughly these cars have 90 brake horsepower. And Garrett there on the inside, and now Kumer's going to go around the outside of them. So they're three wide heading towards the bridge here. The braking zone for Brundle, and Kumer moves around the outside. Garrett stayed in second, but Kumer carried so much speed through there as Matt Charrington tries to come back up on the inside. Now coming around the outside, Mike Kumer. He's going to try and take the lead here. Alistair Garrett closing fast. He's coming on round the outside of both of them, and he's got the speed. He's going to take the lead round the outside. Matt Charrington trying to find the inside. Kumer late breaks late. He goes past Charrington, but Charrington fights back again on the exit. Then they turn their way through Nelson, and it's Alistair Garrett that leads. Second, Mike Kumer. Third, Matt Charrington. Fourth, Nick Selby, and fifth is Lee Bankhurst. Down towards Coram then for the final lap of this race. Something just get flicked up onto the camera there. So for all these guys, their final race in 2012. The other half of the field getting a race later on this afternoon. But who's going to win it here? Garrett's got the lead, heading down the centre straight, but Kumer in the slipstream. You could see the car catching. He darts up the slipstream as they come up to the line. They're side by side, and Kumer gets it on the line. The second half of the Locost field gets underway, except for Sean Stafford Atkinson, who is very, very slow. She's going to drop to the second half of the field. We're on board with Steve Wells. We see Dave Berry there behind in the number 29 cars. We head into Ritchie's for the first time, and Adam Lucas dives up on the inside of Berry, gets the car sideways on the exit of the corner, allows Berry to go back through. It's Stuart Sellers though that leads the race. He's going to finish second in the championship. Steve Wells running here second in the race. Onto the Bentley straight they go for the first time and heading down into Montreal. Second on board camera, get very, very sideways. Keith Richards, he's just been passed by Sam Bradley, who's just got another place on two. Is that Timothy Penston Smith running a bit wide? A bit of smoking appears from the back of his car. Sam Bradley looking to the inside into Coram. Can't do that. Now Bradley started back on something like the 7th row of the grid. Mechanic on Jolan Palmer's GP2 car this year. Sam Bradley has been, so he hasn't been able to do all the races. Richard Bradley has done most of those, but he's going to move into second position now as they cross the line ahead of Steve Wells. And Steve Wells straight away slots in behind him. So they power down to Ritchie's. Let's see how much speed Bradley can take through Ritchie's. You can see them starting to gap Steve Wells immediately. Got a back marker just up the road. That could change things. And you can see McAllister right on the back now of Steve Wells, looking in the slipstream as well. World's using the back marker in the slipstream as well. And there's McAllister. They are level as they cross the line. Let's take a replay of that then. Well, that went to Mike Comber. He won that by 26 points to Stuart Sellers. And Ali Garrett got third. He finished equal on points to Nick Selby. And Alex Van Erheim, who did very few races, he finished fifth in the championship.